Hey, what is going on, you Dusty Dwebble? Today we're playing some games with the Checkmate deck. So the way this deck works is we set up knockouts through punching stuff with Vengeance. We have Roxie to spread damage. We got Mew in here to spread damage with Side Power. We can use Dewgong to set up knockouts with Dual Blizzard. And then we use Stinger, put us and our opponent down to 3 prize cards, and then we draw all 3 of our prize cards in one turn. It might sound a little bit more complicated than it is. But it's not too bad. I'll show you guys how it works here soon. We don't play a ton of draw supporters, just 4 Roxie, 2 Tate and Liza. We are playing the Cinccinos and Zacians for our draw engine. And yeah, our only energy is 1 Recycle and 4 Triple Acceleration energy, so we can use Stinger, Vengeance with Persian, Dual Blizzard with Dewgong, and Resource Management if we have to with the 1 of Recycle Energy or the Side Power. And actually even sometimes we hit them with the Cat Day sometimes, or even Spit Poison to get a little bit more damage in play. So yeah, put some damage in play, use Stinger, and then over the next 2 turns, usually just 1 turn, but sometimes 2 turns if we need that extra turn, draw our 3 prize cards after we Stinger. And that's it. That's the deck. Let's go ahead. Let's play some games. Alright, getting into our first one. Looks like we are going to be going second most likely. Whoa, never mind. We're going first. Gonna open up the this hand's a little bit rough, not a whole ton of options obviously. Excuse me, that's fine. Gonna open up the Mew. Yeah, we'll open Mew here, see what our opponent's playing, see what they got going on, see what we're up against. There's a big Blown. Alright, we're gonna start with the Great Ball here. Okay, we're gonna take the Minccino. Drawing cards is good. I'm going to Quick Ball away. Thinking about getting rid of the Swell here. I'm gonna go with the Swell. Check what we got in here. Looks like we prized the Poipole, got the Recycle and 4 triples, 3 Roxie, 2 Quick Ball prized. So 2 Quick Ball, a Poipole, Quick Ball, and a Poipole prized for sure. What else? Looks like Minccino's prized. Alright, nothing too ridiculous. Gonna get our Zacian here. Bench Zacian, bench the Minccino. Not gonna bench the Koffing. We sometimes do put Koffing on the bench so we can have something to kind of like discard. But we're gonna leave the Koffing chilling. All right, so they're playing Blacephalon. We know that. What else are they playing is kind of the big question. There's at least Big Blown in their deck. We'll see what else here shortly. So we're definitely gonna be knocking this thing out. That's gonna be That's gonna be part of our game plan. We can hit them with the Dual Blizzard. Could try and go 2 Dual Blizzard, try and Dual Blizzard as soon as possible. Put 120 here. It is a greens deck. Okay, is it greens, baby Blowns, and did they open the big Blown? That definitely seems like that's potentially what happened here. Yeah, knock out this big Blown is going to be one of the things we're knocking out for sure. We can hit it for 120 with the Dual Blizzard, and then set it up to be sniped by a Dual Blizzard, and then we'll just need to knock something else out alongside it. So we'll have to wait and see what else they put in play for us to take advantage of as far as knockouts go. If they go with the greens, no idea what they're possibly gonna get. It looks like it's probably greens baby Blowns, and they just opened the big Blown. There's a Welder, there's a Quick Ball. I guess it could be greens big Blowns. I have not seen that deck in forever, but we'll see what they get with this Quick Ball here. There's a Victini Prism Star. Okay, so it is yeah, okay, so that's gonna be our game plan here. Knock out the Victini, knock out the big Blown. So we want to set up Dewgong as soon as possible. Got the Minccino. We don't need Meowth at all, I don't think. We don't need the Persian, because we can just go Dual Blizzard and then Dual Blizzard again. So, or we could actually punch this with Persian early on here, and then Dual Blizzard at the end of the game to knock out both these after we have used Roxie for 3. Okay, I kind of like that a little bit more. So let's go make do the... I'm actually going to make do the Dewgong, I think, because we need to use the Koffing soon. We'll go to Ordinary Rod, the Dewgong back. There's a Seel already. Rest of the hand, not very good. So we're going to start with a Meowth Punch, or that's ideally what we're going to do. So Intrepid Sword here. Still not a ton of options. Okay. A little bit slow here, but that's fine. We have 2 Great Balls to work with. We can do some more Make Do's, some more Intrepid Swords. We don't need to attack with Persian next turn, but the turn after, I think, is when I definitely want to attack with Persian. We need to hit him for at least like 90 damage, something like that. We can just retreat this guy into like a Koffing or something though, and that'll be just fine. And we don't need the amulets in this game, I don't think. They'll draw this, go down to 4. Let them knock out a Persian, and then they'll go down to 2 prize cards, and then we'll Stinger, or even Stinger the turn after, give up 1 more prize. I guess you have to be careful of them getting Zacian. So at 2 prize cards, we should probably Stinger. Then we Stinger, and then it should be all good. Here comes the Mind Blown. We're going to send up the Meowth for the turn. We might still get the hit with the Persian this turn. We'll see what we draw. Yeah, so go Meowth. There's a Tate Liza. That doesn't do anything for us. Oh, not that. I'm going to do this Amulet here. Really want a Roxie. No Roxie. Alright, we're going to throw some of these Great Balls. Found a Koffing. Throw out another one. We did find the Persian, but we only have 2 Pokemon in here, so we're not really doing a ton of damage with that. I think I'm just going to get the Minccino here. Could get the Oranguru and just retreat into that, and then we could just resource if we need to on the following turn. Well, drawing cards is pretty good too. We could just retreat to... Well, I need to use the Koffings actually. Yeah, we're going to grab the Oranguru. Or we'll grab the Minccino here actually. And we can retreat to Minccino. Plan to hit with Persian on the next turn now. Hopefully we finally see a Roxie here. There we go. There's a Roxie. That's going to get everything moving here. Finally see some cards. Once we get that first Roxie going, we usually everything just starts flowing a lot better. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and Roxie away 2 Koffings here. Get rid of those. Draw some cards. Spread some damage. And then we're going to go ahead and punch this thing with a Persian. We're going to bench the... Oh, here comes a Reset Stamp. Oh, no. All right, here comes the Reset Stamp. We only have 1 Cinccino set up, so this is actually really bad for us, this Reset Stamp is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did find the Persian. We did find the triple, so that's really good. So we could just still commit to that. They're going to knock out our Zacian. That means we get 2 Cinccinos to work with. So actually, I'm kind of fine with the situation. There we go. A Lucky Egg as well to the Blown. We don't plan on knocking that out anytime soon. We did get a Tate Liza to shuffle draw as well. So this is okay, I think. Give up the Meowth or send up Meowth. Oh, but if we attack with Persian here, well, they can't be Springer. So they actually won't be able to get enough energy in play to knock out our Persian. So should be fine. Cinccino. Persian here. Triple to the Persian. And then we're going to shuffle draw. Draw 5. Need to get a Stinger dude down. Alright. Make do the Zacian. Going to make do Persian. We're still a ways away here. Okay, we got the Poipole. We got the Ditto. We're hitting for 3, 4, 5, 110. That's plenty. So yeah, we're still a ways away though from being able to pull off our full game plan. Okay, here goes the Vengeance. They can't knock us out next turn because they're not going to have access to Beast Ring. And they can Welder for 2 and attach 1. So they can't actually win next turn, even though we have this GX in play. And then next turn, we're really going to have to see some cards off these Make Do's that are going to have to make a difference. I guess they could win with the Baby Blown. If they have Welder to Baby Blown, 3 energy, have the switch, and then enough fire energy in hand to actually take the knockout. So it is actually possible we lose next turn. It's unlikely. I don't expect our opponent to be able to pull it off. We'll see here, though. There's the switch. That's a start. Oh, no. There's an attachment. There's a Cynthia. Okay, so no Welder. Can't win this turn. We're safe for a turn at the very least. We do need to find our Great Catcher now, though, to bring this guy into the active. So, gotta find our Great Catcher. We still have to find... We have to find a lot of stuff still. Here comes the Blazer. It is a hit for 60, so that is relevant damage to have to deal with now. Okay. Now I'm getting a little bit worried. Let's see. We're gonna make do away the Meowth. So we get Calm and a Cinccino. Make do away the Baby Naganadel, I think. I don't think we need that. That's not part of our game plan right now. Still no Roxie. That is so rough, man. No Roxies. Oh, I could have used this to thin out the Stinger guy, actually. Roxies are in there. We just don't have access to them. We can make this guy a Cinccino, and I think we're going to. We need that extra draw power right now. Make do a Naganadel. Quick Ball triple. Alright, we need to retreat our Persian. So we're going to do that. Retreat Persian to Cinccino, I think. Give up the Cinccino. And hope it works out from there. Still in a rough spot. Okay. Attach. Retreat to Cinccino. We have enough triples left to make the combo work. Just going to have to give up the Cinccino first. and pass over to our opponent. We have to hope they don't have, you know, Welder, 2 energy, 3 energy in hand, double custom, or a Great Catcher knock out our dude. They probably only play double custom left, so we have to hope they don't have the double customs. Maybe we'll finally find a Rock. We actually have to find a Roxie next turn. We don't really have a choice at this point. We need a Roxie next turn. And I guess technically I have a choice. It's just not a very good one. I guess we can actually knock out this plus this with Dewgong. Actually, yeah, we don't even need to bring this into the active. Yeah, definitely don't need to do that. Don't need to bring this guy into the active at all. I don't know why I thought that. I was like, we really need to get this guy, but we can get him with a Dewgong on the bench. Okay. Make do, quick ball. 3 make do's here. Hopefully we see everything we need. There's a Roxie finally. I'm gonna start with the Roxie, so we see more cards to be able to use. Grab this Koffing. Roxie away, the Weezing and the Koffing. Gonna draw 6, get a whole bunch of fuel here for the turn. They have been having a very good turn, so we're not gonna play around them having a good turn next turn as well. I don't think we do have the Tate Liza. We actually can do the Stinger combo this turn. We do need to. Gonna make do again. Make do away the Minccino, I think. Yeah, get rid of Minccino. Weezing. We have one more make do to work with. Gonna go ahead and Ordinary Rod. Shuffle 2. We need to get this guy back, and I think this would be the next best thing to grab here. Gonna make do again. Gonna get rid of this Roxie. Okay, we got the Air Balloon, so now we can go Air Balloon to our active. We can calm away the Weezing, grab ourselves the Stinger, and then we also want to calm away the Koffing and get ourselves the Dewgong, so that way we can make sure we knock out, we don't prize it, reprise it with Stinger. Then we evolve to the Stinger guy, we bench the Seel, we stamp our opponent to 2 to give them less options. Oh, I could have Ultra Spaced for this guy. I keep forgetting that Ultra Space is in play. So you're so used to not having it in play with this deck. And then we Stinger, and next turn we go evolve Dewgong, Tate Liza into Dewgong, knock out the big Blown, knock out the baby Blown, and there's nothing our opponent can do about it. If they send up the big Blown, we just have to find a Weezing or a Koffing out of the deck, and then we can Roxie spread 10 here and knock out big Blown, knock out the Victini. So it's pretty much locked up. Our opponent kind of needs a miracle at this point. I actually don't even know what they could possibly get this turn to give them the win. I don't think it exists. We'll go ahead and see though. Here's a Fiery Flint. I don't see what the other. I didn't see what the other card was in their deck. There's a Welder, so they can Welder finally. They finally found themselves another Welder to work with, but I think it's too late. I think we got this one locked up. Should be all but over here. Here goes another Flint. Getting rid of Flint and a Fire. More fires to the hand. They can probably knock out our active, but they go into 1 prize card, which does not win them the game. So it should be all wrapped up here. Just going for the Blazer even, so choosing not to knock us out. Maybe they couldn't. Maybe they didn't quite have enough energy. I didn't count there as they were using the Flints. How much fire we know they have access to. But yeah, that's it. Evolve to Dewgong. Switch our active to our bench. So I forgot about a couple things here. The Ultra Space was the main thing. But we do manage to pull it together there, and we get the dub with the checkmate. Can be a super complicated deck to remember everything that's going on, but we get the dub here in the end over our opponent's Greens Blast. I haven't seen that in forever. All right, into another one we go. Gonna choose to go first if we win it. We did win the coin flip, so we are going first on this one. But we get probably gonna open the Koffing. We don't really want to. Well, we do have the Roxie. No, we're definitely opening the Koffing here, I think. See what our opponent's playing, and then we'll decide if we're gonna get rid of the Persian or the Cinccino. Only see the Dedenne. I guess we'll give up the Persian for now. Gonna get ourselves that Zacian, and then we'll just go ahead and Intrepid Sword. I don't really want to do anything else. That's a pretty good draw. We can Roxie away the Koffing and the Weezing to bench the Minccino. Got the Poipole there if we want to use him. We did lose this Persian here, but we do play 2 Ordinary Rod and 2 Persian, so we can get him back, or we just might have the second one in the deck if we need it. Yeah, we'll see what our opponent's playing, see what our game plan becomes, because yeah, until we know what our opponent's playing, we really don't know what our game plan is, because every game plan for every matchup is different depending on what our opponent is actually playing. There goes a Great Catcher. That tells us absolutely nothing. This Quick Ball Does tell us that it is probably Obstagoon though. Okay, so our game plan is going to be knock out Dedenne plus knock out the Zigzagoon, I think, for our win here. We can also just sit here and probably Roxie quite a few times to just win the game. I don't know. I've never played this specific matchup before. I think it's definitely probably favored. There comes down to Jirachi as well, so that's going to be good for us. Yeah, I have to imagine the matchup is favored to an extent, for sure. How favored is kind of the question. And we're going to find that out in this game. We're going to see how this matchup goes. Like I said, it seems pretty good for us. Gonna find out though, for sure. I'm gonna attach to a Minccino here, because after they knock this out, I might want to be able to retreat some. I'm not gonna bench Ditto, because I can currently knock out Ditto with Candy, Obstagoon, plus a Zigzagoon. So I don't want to lose my Ditto to that. So we're just gonna go ahead and Intrepid Sword. We haven't searched. We did search our deck earlier. I should have checked it a little bit better. Check for our Great Catcher, because that's a big one to knock out this Dedenne. Because what we could do is we could go Mew, set up Jirachi to get knocked out by Roxie, and then just try and knock out Dedenne with Persian after we Stinger. That's a pretty straightforward game plan that we can execute. Pretty easy to go with that. That's probably what we're going to go with, depending on what actually happens here from our opponent. But yeah, if we can just go Great Catcher's in the deck, just find the Great Catcher, plan to knock out Dedenne, plus knock out the Jirachi. Because if Mew's in here, we can set up the damage on Jirachi with Mew, or we could just Roxie enough times to the point where it stacks up, and that would also work. So that can also be a thing we do. Okay. Draw a pass from our opponent. The Dewgong is here, so we can set up some damage with him if we want to. I'm going to start with Make Do here. If I can find something to make, we can make do one of these stamps, I think. We don't really need 2 stamp ever. 1 stamp should be plenty. There's another one. Gonna make do away one of these Tate Lizas. Gonna go ahead and play Great Ball. Grab ourselves the Mew. There it is, so we can set up some damage with that Psi Power. And then I'm going to calm away the Naganadel-GX, grab a Koffing, and I'm going to calm away the Ditto. We don't want to put Ditto in play pretty much ever, it feels like. And I'm just going to grab a Cinccino. We really only need 2 Cinccino set up ever, so then we're just going to Roxie away both these. Get rid of those, get some more spread damage out there. I'm going to bench the Seel. I'm going to bench the Mew. Give ourselves some attacking options on the next turn. We can set up a lot of stuff going on. And then just Intrepid Sword. We know we have Oranguru in the deck as well. This is looking really good for us. Yeah, this looks really good for us. I'm definitely feeling like we're in a really good spot in this one. Probably going to the Seel next turn. I really want them to actually knock out this Koffing so it gets off our board. I don't have this on my board anymore. We don't want Koffing on our field, for sure. We definitely don't want Koffing on our field, but here he is chilling. All right, make do. I don't think we're gonna need. We might want Amulet actually. Let's get rid of Big Naganadel. We might not need it. We have 2 rods, so we can spread more damage actually. So we can go like this, shuffle 2, just get 2 Koffing here. Make do. It's really hard when you have this many options. It's really hard to decide what to get rid of. Get rid of one of the Great Balls. I guess it doesn't guarantee to get anything. Okay, use some Great Balls. Koffing. Great Ball again. Another Koffing sounds good to me. Set up some more damage with this Roxie. Yes. And yes, just keep setting up the damage, I guess. And then I'm not going to Intrepid Sword anymore because we're actually getting close to decking out. We can evolve this guy to Dewgong. We can Tate Liza to switch out of our active. Got another rod. Yeah. Still doing fine. We might actually be able to just... Could we just... No, we can't quite win next turn. We will Tate Liza to the Cinccino and then retreat it and start using Psi Power, I think, is going to be our game plan. Just start setting up damage. Get this Jirachi up to 6, so it's just 1 away. So we just need a Koffing or a Weezing to spread that last 10. So yeah, here we go. Switch your active with one of your bench. Go to the Cinccino. We could actually just hit him with the energy assist here as well, actually, and get 40 more damage on this Dedenne. I kind of like that, actually. We're just gonna go ahead and punch this Dedenne twice. Get him up to that 150 mark, and then we're gonna go into the Mew, and then we're gonna spread with the Psy Power. Yeah, our opponent's been trapped behind this Dedenne all game, and there's no reason for us to move it. So we're gonna keep. There's the Great Catcher. Energy assist again. Get him up to 130 on that Dedenne. We're still chilling. We're still chilling. Gonna retreat. Gonna Psy Power. Get this to 6. This to 5. Okay, that's fine. Draw for turn. Retreat to the Mew. Recycle. Psy Power. This to 6. This to 5. We might be able to just draw 6 prizes in a turn here sooner. We may not even have to do the combo. We could actually go into... Yeah, we're just going to sit here and keep pinging. That's going to be the game plan. Just keep Psy Powering. Not worry about anything. Keep doing the Psy Power thing. We have 2 comps and an Ordinary Rod to shuffle stuff back into the deck. So we have 7 more turns to sit here in Psy Power. There's a Roxie, so we could spread 20 more damages around, or even 10s if we really wanted to. Psy Power here again. I'm just going to build up the damage on this guy, I guess. I don't even know where to go from here at this point. We're so far ahead and just chilling. So I don't even know what we want to do. I'm going to start, just start picking the damage. Here's a Marnie from our opponent, so that's going to be a little bit disruptive. But we have so much time. They have 6 prize cards left. And we're getting close to decking out anyway, so I actually don't mind this reset here. Giving us a little bit more time to work with. All right, there we go. Our Mew gets knocked out. We're going to send up the Koffing because, once again, like I said, we don't want this Koffing in play, actually. We want the Koffing to get knocked out. Now their bench is locked up. Okay, we're going to start doing the make do's. Going to make do away. We don't need a Cinccino line anymore, so we can start moving that along, I think. Make do the Cinccino. I'm going to attach the Recycle to the active. Attach Recycle to the active. We'll bench Poipole to set up for the Stinger on the next turn. Potentially, and then Trepid Sword here, draw 3. Don't have the triple acceleration energy yet, but there's 4 left in the deck, so chance of us finding it is super high. Should be no problem to find it. And once again, we don't even have to win anytime soon. Our opponent still has 5 prize cards. We can sit here and just kind of chill forever. Probably just gonna go ahead and do the thing next turn and knock out, or do the Stinger combo next turn if we can find the triple and we feel like the hand is comfortable enough to pull it off, because we want to make sure we don't prize our stuff, especially when you have time to work with. Just take your time, make sure you get we got the Goon's working here, but we just need the Roxie and a Weezing after Stinger, and then that should work to win the game. Let's see what we draw. Minccino. Gonna make do away the Minccino. Like I've been saying, we don't need those guys anymore. By Minccino. There's a triple, but we need another triple, I think. No, I guess we don't really quite need another triple. Make do away Meowth. Let's see what we get. Definitely don't need Meowth. 2 more triples. Okay, so we should be fully set up then. And we can get back the Weezings if we need it, the Roxie if we need it. Okay. We could wait another turn though. Once again, we don't need to do anything right now. We could chill 1 more turn, and I think I'm going to, just to deck myself out, make sure I don't miss anything. And we're just going to go ahead and Intrepid Sword, and then we will make do twice more next turn. Yeah, just make sure we don't need any of this. We're going to draw for turn, we're going to make do twice, get literally our whole deck into our hand. Then we're going to Stinger and put 3 cards back in our deck. It's my favorite combo to pull off in this deck. There's the Obstruct. Now watch, I'm going to draw for turn, going to make do twice more. Shouldn't need another amulet. Should only need the 1 amulet. So we're gonna get rid of that. And I'll also get rid of a Quick Ball Communication. Let's get rid of the Quick Ball here. Okay, and then we go Air Balloon here. Treat to the Poipole. Evolve to Naganadel. Attach the triple. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my opponent. They have a 5-card hand. Going to make it a 4-card hand. And then we're going to go ahead and Stinger. I don't think I need to bench anything. We could bench the Ditto. I guess that wouldn't hurt to bench. It doesn't really need... It's not really necessary. Amulet Naganadel. Under less HP. Not against Obstagoon. I don't think we want to. Alright. Stinger. Shuffle our prize cards into our deck, and then we take 3 of them out. So we just got 3 more cards in our deck, and we just kind of drew 3 prize cards in the same turn. And then we have 3 prize cards set up on our opponent's field in the Dedenne and the Jirachi. We just need to use this Roxie for 1 Koffing or 1 Weezing, which we can recover with our Ordinary Rod, and then use, or we could use Mew as well, but we're going to do the Koffing Weezing. So we're going to put 2 Pokemon in the deck. We're going to grab ourselves the Koffing and the Weezing. I'm going to calm in literally anything, doesn't matter. Grab the Koffing, and then we're going to Roxie for 1, 10 here, 10 here. Could have also done this combo with the Mew. Like I was saying, we could have pinged 10 here, 10 here with the Mew. Here we go, spread the 10s, knocks out to Dene. Get 2 prize card, and then here's the 10 damage coming to hit up the Jirachi, another prize card, and we win the second game over this Obstacoon deck. Yeah, we just kind of, whenever you have time, you can take your time. Count your opponent's prize cards. Okay, they can't win for a couple turns. We can take our time, draw our whole deck, make sure we don't prize anything when the prizes shift back and forth, get everything we need. And our opponent can't do anything about it because they can't win the game faster. And that's it. That's going to do it for this video on the Checkmate deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a like. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.